Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric and Barry from Moss Pawn and Gun, and today we've got another 5 guns video for you. I know these videos have been very popular, and we're glad you guys like them. Today we're going to talk about, we've been thinking about the list we wanted to put together, and today we've determined that we're going to do 5 guns that are the most customizable guns you can get. These are the guns that represent the firearms that just have tons of aftermarket part support, customizable parts, triggers, what have you. Barry, why don't you start us off with that little one on the end there?
All right. Well, this is a Mossberg 500 that we tricked out here a little bit. We've got the fore-end on it, the heat shield, ATI stock. Now these ATI stocks, we sell these, and these are come standard on some of the factory guns now. But this is just a 500. And then moving down here, this is a Remington 870. Now this has got a lot of tricked out stuff on it. This is called a Warhammer rail. When you put this on your gun, you got a rail that goes all the way from one end to the other. You got a rail on each side. We have a flashlight mounted here, a red dot sight on a little 1/2-inch riser. You always want your iron sights for backup. Again, ATI stock. This is a very popular accessory. Like I said, it comes on a lot of the factory guns from the factory.
Well, the neat thing about these guns, Barry, overall was that, I mean, you look at all the accessories that are on these shotguns, and they're all from different manufacturers. So it just goes to show you there's a ton of different manufacturers that support, say, the 870, the 500. Right. Those are the 2 most popular shotguns on the market. This particular Glock 26 right here is actually mine. And this is one that I've done a little bit of hillbilly customizing on, but it's got the blue frame, green furniture, polished Tennifer slide, night sights. These are Trijicon night sights. I'm running the Crimson Trace laser grip, which is an awesome grip. I mean, I just really like the ability in low light to have, that ability to acquire targets easier with a, laser. And this is a really good example of how you can trick out a Glock. Little things like that. It's got the 3.5-pound ghost trigger set in it, so extremely light trigger. So, tons of stuff out there. This is nowhere near all the accessories that you can get for the Glock 26, but that's a good example of one way you can just really trick them out. We've got a nice Remington R1 1911. Now, this is an example of a gun that comes from the factory with a lot of cool tricked out appointments already on it. The 1911 is probably one of the most, if not the most, customizable handguns in the world, it seems. More people have been in the custom parts market for 1911s over the years than have any other gun in history so far. I mean, there's probably more 1911 parts makers than there are ARs.
Well, this gun, the 1911, was probably the first gun that was ever customized.
I would say so.
Some of the Smiths back in the 30s and the 40s started customizing some of these things. All the old Smiths are dead now. Sure. But all these bells and whistles were thought up by somebody. This gun has a threaded muzzle. This gun is butter smooth. Oh, yeah. This gun is smooth as silk.
That's got the high night sights on it.
Right.
It's already cut for Novak style sights. It's got the forward cocking serrations, beaver tail, grip safety.
The high sight is so you can see over the can when you put a suppressor on it.
That is a great gun.
It is a beautiful gun.
And more factories now are making guns kind of tricked out from the factory, and that's really commonplace now. They realize that there's a lot of people that are aftermarket tinkerers. They want to change parts. They want to do all the bells and whistles. I mean, this gun's also got the checkered mainspring housing and safety. So that's really neat that they blend that checkering in. Right. Just a lot of really neat custom type features that you're only going to get in a high quality custom gun. You're now getting in a lot of factory guns. So Barry, what about our little 1022?
Here we go. This little gun right here, I've been shooting one of these for years and years and years. You cannot beat a 1022. They make accessories for this thing that we don't even know about.
Oh my God, I mean, there are so many.
It's just a kaleidoscope of things you can get. Folding stocks,
oh my God.
Collapsing stocks, barrel shrouds. This little gun right here, if you have one gun in your arsenal, this should be it.
I agree.
This is the starting point for anybody who's getting long guns.
I agree, and I'll show you, this is another gun that I own. And this is my little Ruger 1022, and this has got the youth length barrel on it. And this particular gun is set up on the ATI stock that I really like. I think this one's called the Strike Force. Really neat stock. It's got a folding mech. It's got a threaded barrel. This sight has actually been cut off and slipped back, and it's threaded for a suppressor. Really neat setup. It's got the flat top rail where you can run a nice little red dot. This is a really nice practical 1022. Something you can use for hunting, plinking, whatever.
Well, the thing I like about this stock is it folds to the side it's supposed to.
Right.
It doesn't fold this way and get in the way of anything.
Right. And this is just a great rig. I mean,
got rails all around here. I mean, there's only your imagination limits what you can do to one of these 1022.
You know, in my mind, this is what a good, solid, basically customized 1022 is. Now, you'll be seeing in another video another 1022 that I have customized from Keystone. It's got a really nice stock, aftermarket bull barrel, all kind of neat things like that. Of course, you guys have seen Chad's 1022, which is a highly, highly customized 1022. I mean, we're talking like you can build literally like a $2,500 1022.
Easily.
Yeah. Very
easily.
The possibilities on those are endless. The next gun, Barry, here you are.
All right, we got our basic AR here. This gun has got just bukus of accessories for these. Most of them come with a collapsing stock already, and it's got the rail here. This is just your basic AR though, but this is your starting point if you want to build something customized like the one over here. But this is your starting point right here, just your basic AR-15. And by the way, AR-15 prices are falling now. You can buy ARs now for around $1,000. We got a Colt over here for $1,049.
Yeah, they are coming back down. Now, what a lot of the current manufacturers for AR-15 style rifles are doing now, most of the guns now are shipping with a flat top upper, because they know people are going to want to add their optics and things like that. Generally, most of your AR makers aren't shipping guns with carry handles anymore. They do that for cost savings generally.
But you can buy your carry handle if you want one.
You can. That gun represents, pretty well what you can start out with and then add, like this gun, you can add your rail system, your bipod, forward grip,
flashlight,
backup
laser
sights, EOTech zombie stopper, got your this is an example of a, it's not really what I consider to be like a just crazy Mall Ninja AR, but this is a good practical AR, like a tactical style weapon that would be used for like room clearing or home defense or just fun out on the range. I mean, and this is a very popular style of configuration that you're going to see these guns in.
But I think Eric would agree, one accessory you want to have is this bad lever.
Yeah.
You can drop your mag and close your bolt with one finger. You don't have to take your hand off the grip.
Yeah, right there. You got the bad lever, which is pretty neat. That makes the ergonomics much more enjoyable without having to slap the side of the gun or anything like that, or pull back on the charging handle.
Right.
A lot of guys get the aftermarket charging handles with the larger levers. There's all kinds of accessories. I mean, we could talk all day about this, but the main point of the video,
it's just unbelievable. The accessories.
Yeah.
Accessories for firearms is a multi-billion-dollar industry without a doubt.
Oh, I mean, there's no mistake.
No mistake
there
about
are
that
so
whatsoever.
many companies that make accessories for, like, say, the AR, the 1022, 1911s. I mean, there is a cottage industry that is supported by nothing more than 1911 parts.
Right.
Because the 1911 is such a popular gun. It's just insane.
It always will be.
Yeah. Let's show them an example of how things can get extreme.
You remember the Mall Ninja gun? Well, this gun is not quite as extreme. However,
I don't know.
It is. It's got a lot going on here. You got a 100-round beta mag. This gun has 3 flashlights, 3 red dot sights, a light and a laser. You got your magazine on the side here. A spare when you drop your drum, you got that. This is going off the wall here too. But this is nothing like the Mall Ninja gun.
Yeah, that's probably a little extreme for, even the most tactical person.
Right.
We did cover in a gun gripe, tactical versus practical. At the end of the day, I mean, what we want you to kind of bear in mind about accessories for any gun is that let the accessory be an extension of how you think and what your methodology is for how you're going to use that gun. Just because you can bolt something on a gun doesn't mean you have to, but at the same time, if you want a decked out Mall Ninja AR, and if that's what makes you happy, build it. Who cares? Who cares what anyone thinks? So, this is just kind of a brief example of just some of the crazy things that you can do with these guns. I mean, from their bare boned levels, they are great guns to start, even if you don't add anything to them. And in my mind, that's what makes them truly great from the start.
Yes, they are.
Is that it's a great gun out of the box. Even if you don't change anything on it, it's still a kick-ass
Well,
firearm.
the beauty of all these guns is if you buy this, you're starting out with a basic foundation here, and you got a solid gun to start with. Like Eric said, if you just had this with a couple of BX-25s,
right.
this is the gun to have. And all these guns, the Mossberg, the Remington, all these guns here, they are basic guns on which to build.
Well, yeah, or
There's no need to
Or not.
customize a junk gun.
Well, right.
And nobody makes accessory for junk guns, thank God.
Well, you know, even today, like, you know, I've got this gun here that I set up on the Strike Force stock, the ATI Strike Force, and this is a great setup. However, even to this day, no matter how many 1022s that I ever buy, I still am always going to have a good old standard wood carbine.
Right.
Because there's nothing like going out and popping some squirrels or going hunting or plinking out in the yard, bouncing around a tin can. Sometimes just having a nice blued steel walnut gun is just a great way to go out and enjoy plinking for what it is. So I think that the customization market doesn't really change how we view the guns. It just it breathes new life into those guns.
It does. It does.
Pretty cool.
But build your guns the way you want to. Now, I'm kind of a bare bones person myself. I don't really like a lot of gadgets. I mean, this gun that Eric has set up right here, put a nice scope on, that's about as far as Barry wants to go.
It's about as far as Eric wants to go,
Yeah,
too.
about as far as Eric wants to go, too. But this gun right here will serve you for the rest of your life.
I agree.
It's a beautiful
I'm
gun.
thinking about probably going to end up running like one of the small EOTechs on it.
Yeah, that'd be
Little
beautiful.
EOTech or something probably be the choice I end up going with. I haven't really decided how I want to glass it yet, but
Right.
this is just a great little gun. And eventually we will be getting out in the farm at night and doing some suppressor stuff, you know, nighttime stuff. So expect that coming down the pipeline soon. And same thing for like the 45s. We are going to be getting out there at night shooting some suppressed 45s. I'm a big fan of suppressing the 45 ACP because every single standard 45 ACP load is under subsonic velocity. So
Subsonic
anything,
velocity.
anything that says 45 on it, you put it in this gun with a can, and it's going to be quiet.
It
And that's
is.
why I love the 45 ACP for that reason. It's just a great gun.
Well, not only is it the most suppressible round almost, but it has a lot of stopping power too.
But we hope you enjoyed today's video. We really appreciate you guys watching. I know the 5 guns or the list of guns videos we do are extremely popular. We get a lot of really good feedback from them. We really appreciate the support, and we appreciate your calls, and thanks for watching today.
And thanks to all our subscribers that come and visit us. We really
Absolutely.
enjoy you. Thank you very
Sure
much,
thing.
folks. Y'all have a good evening.
All right, guys.